guys. Happy Easter. Thanks for tuning in to Leave It on the Court. My name is Mustafa,
My name is Corey Randall.
and today we'll be talking about if the season ended today, who would be our pick for most improved player of the year. So, Corey, what do you think? What is your take on that?
Man, well, I'm gonna just go off of um, my reason for the award. You're gonna have different things that go around the league for how they choose who they feel is the most improved player. And for me, it goes off of like making drastic changes in your game. And it
Mm-hmm.
shows not just shows by watching film or seeing games, but it's also by the statistics that you show. And for me, I remember back in, what was it, 2016, I believe, when CJ McCollum won most improved player, like he made a huge leap. He went
Yeah,
from averaging just over 6 points to averaging like just over 20. So that's like a drastic change.
major league.
So that type of him getting that award made most sense to me, and that's like the type of leaps that I'll kind of look at with players, especially when it's kind of unexpected. And so my pick, I right now I gotta go with Devontae Graham.
Mm.
Devontae Graham, man, Devontae went from averaging
Yeah.
like just over 4 points to averaging 18.
Mm-hmm.
You know, went from just averaging just over 2 points to over 7 assists. Like he's now, to me, he's the best player on the Hornets. And it's funny how he went to the lead guard and the best player on the Hornets, and then he just like his rookie year, he kind of was just in the shadow, of Kemba and not
Mm-hmm.
really playing much. I think he shoots quite a bit of threes, but he hits it at a pretty good clip. It's at about high 30s. But I just feel like he needs to get better at shooting 2 pointers, whether it's at the rim, finishing layups, or getting floaters, or shooting the mid range, because his 2 point percentage is pretty low. It's like in the high 30s. But he needs to get that up. But overall, I think compared to any other candidate, he's definitely my most improved player.
Yeah, I agree. I had two players. I had him and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. But
Yeah.
when I looked at the two, I had to give it to him for one reason. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, his field goal percentage has been good. Like his field goal percentage and his 3 point percentage has been pretty good the past 2 years.
Mm.
However, he has took a dip in those numbers. Between like his rookie season, he shot from three at what was it? I'm seeing here 36%, and
Oh,
this year he's shooting at 35%. And
okay.
his field goal percentage pretty much stayed the same, sustained 47%, 0.6, 47.3.
Right. Right.
The glaring thing about him, even with his usage rate being a little more higher, he hasn't improved with assist. 3.3. If you're gonna be like the point guard or the guard of the future, I think he could do a little better than that. Um, and just like you said, Devontae Graham, he made a very big leap. As far as he shot way better. This is a guy who was shooting 28% from three. He's now at 37%. He averages 9 3 point attempts per game on average. You know, my only thing with him, he lives and dies off the 3 point shot. I mean, he can hit that at a pretty high clip. He takes a lot. He can make a lot as well. He just it's way too much. He kind of want to mix it up a little bit, get to the line a little more often, try to utilize himself a little better. Um, and his assists went up a whole lot too, from 2.6 to 7.5. It's quite impressive. 4 points to 18.2 points. So it's
Right.
like I gotta give it to him. I would like to see that field goal percentage do go up though, because
Yeah.
38% as one of the better players on your team is not gonna do it.
Yeah.
He has to shoot from a, you know, you don't want guys to just key in on you just taking shots. You can make those shots, but there may be some games you may you may not be able to nail those shots at the clip that you would like. You want to get those easy shots, whether it's layups, free throws, transition buckets. Look for those.
Yeah, I mean, there have been some lead guards, in the past history who weren't the most efficient, that were successful. Like Chauncey Billups wasn't the most efficient player overall. He shot like high 30s. Um, and AI was hovering around 40%, at best for his career. But, you really got to be a killer if you're going to get away with that. There are some other candidates who've made nice leaps. Even like my thing is, it's not, I won't say it's not impressive, but it's not as impressive when you're really expected to do something and you go do it. Like people expected, players like Trae Young and Luka to make that leap, but I still think it's impressive, like with how Luka was in the MVP conversation. Dallas would have been a higher seed had he not been injured for several games and had, Kristaps Porzingis been injured as well. But he got 14 triple doubles this year. He broke the Mavericks record, and he's only like 21 years old. That's crazy. I think also with Shai's rise in his play is also based on him, playing alongside Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul has helped. He's been able to learn from Chris Paul. He's not just being like the main guard. Like Chris Paul is really, it's like he has a teacher on the floor at all times. Trae Young as well. He's shooting, scoring a lot more. He's getting a lot more assists. Bam Adebayo, Brandon Ingram. You got guys who really elevated the game, but definitely nobody predicted Devontae Graham's rise at all.
Nobody, not even me. Like I was watching some of the tapes and highlights of was it Chris Johnson? They play how they play those pickup games over the summer.
Chris Johnson hoops, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching him. He's playing pretty well, in a pickup game, but it's like a lot of times these pickup games they don't mean much, and these guys do well there. And then when it comes to the real NBA, they can't duplicate that same play. But when I start to look at him throughout the season, he proved to me that he definitely belongs he belongs in the league, and he definitely would be deserving of that that award. Shai Gilgeous is somebody I wanted to give it to, but because his you would say his upside, what he's gonna mean to the league in the next few years, and how he's rising. But man, it's like you got to give it to the guy that nobody expect, kind of, especially if he's in the conversation.
Yeah, and this also shows the importance of having a coach that gives you the opportunity, having a coach that believes in you. Because I mean, the way that Devontae Graham, when I see him shoot, I'm like, your coach got to have a lot of confidence for you to just be pulling from here and here and here all the time. Mm-hmm. And that really showcases how important that is, because you have a lot of guys who can never get on, like an NBA team or professional team, and it's like, they get like a few minutes here or there, and then they get cut, and it's like, man, I don't care who you are. If you're a coach and you're not showing confidence in a player and you barely giving them a few minutes, like it's going to be hard for them to really go out there and showcase everything. But you can see Devontae Graham's minutes went from like, I don't know how much he played his rookie year. I think it was like 14 minutes or something like that. And then now he's playing, like 35. Yeah. So he's been able to, take advantage of that. But hopefully he gets that award.
Yeah, that means a lot to have a coach that believes in you. James Borrego actually is a good coach too. I like him a lot. I like a lot of the young guys or the guys who are new coaches. I like him. He's a good pick. Well, definitely. That's it for today's show, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We would like to hear some of your feedback. Like to hear your opinions and what you guys think we could do better. Like and subscribe. And happy Easter.
And also, if you haven't seen any of our other videos, definitely check our channel out. We got other good content. Check out our opinions and see what you think. And that's it for this episode.
All right, catch you on the next one, guys.
Peace out.
Peace out.